David Karungu Ngori, a superintendent of police, and Alexander Chenze Monyao, an officer with the flying squad, were the last to face the interviewing panel, which is searching for the 3 top cops who will take charge of the police service as the country heads into a bigger and complicated election on March 4th next year. And with the close of this crucial chapter, the country moves closer to knowing the 3 people who will command the law enforcement arm of government.
When you'll see white smoke arise, then you know we have arrived at our 3 top candidates.
The panel will be choosing from a list of 2 women and 7 men for the top position of Inspector General. It's a list that comprises career policemen and women, except for 1 civilian who is, however, familiar with the system. They are Grace Yambua Kaindi, currently serving as the commandant of the Kenya Airports Police Unit, Mary Oyugi Kaol of Interpol, Eric Iraithe, who is currently serving as the police spokesman, Swale Slim Khalil, the chief security officer at National Carrier Kenya Airways, Joseph Henry Ashimala, senior superintendent of police, David Mwole Kimayo of the Small Arms Secretariat, deputy police commissioner John Patrick Odeng Owino, and Peter Masharia Mwangi, now at the state law office, but having previously served in the police force. Hassan Nur Hassan, a former provincial commissioner, is the only civilian who will be competing for the post of top cop, with the other contenders who are essentially insiders. One of the 9 will eventually become Kenya's first ever Inspector General of Police.
It is now our duty to sit down as a commission to analyze the scores which every commissioner has awarded, to moderate the scores, and to come up with a short list of at least 3 candidates on each of these positions.
For the position of Deputy Inspector General in charge of the Kenya Police Service, 9 candidates as well faced the panel. They include Deputy Director in charge of Police Reforms Kingori Mwangi, CID Director Ndegwa Muhoro, Kenya Railways Police Boss Judy Chebet Ndeda, Head of Investigations at CID Headquarters Mohamed Ibrahim Amin, and former police spokesman Jasper Nyauma Ombati. 9 other candidates were also battling it out for the position of Deputy Inspector General in charge of the AP wing, among them the current acting AP Commandant Samuel Mongera Arachi, Head of the Administration Police Training College Omar Shurie Abdi, AP Head of Personnel Eusebius Karuti Laibuta, Head of Planning, Research and Training Fred Mwembithi, and Deputy CID Director Gideon Mwoki Kimilu.
We will forward them to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, who will then consider our recommendations and go ahead and nominate 1 person in consultation with the Right Honorable Prime Minister, and forward the same to the National Assembly for vetting and a possible approval, and back to the President for appointment.
We ask you to guide the 2 principals as they make selection of the people we shall have shortlisted.
After the curtains fell on the critical phase of interviewing the shortlisted candidates, panel headed to the Kenyatta National Hospital to visit the officers who survived the deadliest ambush in the history of police operations in Kenya in Baragoi's Suguta Valley.
That commander in the ground, he never commanded, because he never gave orders either to withdraw or to advance. No. Then we just hold the ground to up. Then that gave them the chance for them to come closer and even to surround us.
The visit, a significant statement that a botched operation, which has been widely described as having been poorly planned and executed, will be history once the new police service takes up a new face. The Commission is assuring the country that there will be a change of guard in the police force ahead of the next general election, which will be better placed to forestall incidences of post-election violence that were witnessed after the disputed 2007 presidential election. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Weekend.